This is my 10 o'clock live. We are back. You guys can tell I took the hair down. Appreciate you all joining me today. We're going to get to talking and chatting about the Go Live experience. So let me know if you guys have questions. This is my 10 o'clock live. So come in. We're going to move over to the TikTok streets in just a minute. Get my lights going. We're going to move over to the TikTok streets and we're going to talk about all things going live over there. So feel free to come in, ask your questions, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate the support. Let me know if you guys have any questions as you come in and start engaging in the live. And so we're going to get going. I've been away for a little bit. Didn't charge my tablet one of those days. And then I knew I was going to have to be on pretty quickly. So I was like, you know what? I won't start my YT. I'll just go on the TikTok side. So you guys didn't see me as much as I could have shown myself. But we're going to get going. We're going to keep going, friends. We are not giving up. We are talking all things going live. So we're going to continue to show up and show out. So let me know if you guys have any questions. We're going to get our TikTok live going. We're going to get that up and running. And then we're going to move over to the we're going to talk about TikTok live. We're going to talk about monetization. I did a live yesterday, was focused on monetization. I'm actually kind of bummed that I didn't do my YouTube because a couple people asked about it. So it's like, oh, is this recorded? So we'll see. We're gonna try to maybe revisit some of those talking points so I can have it over here on YouTube and see where this takes us. But thank you all for being here. I'm always excited to have my views here and people, my viewers here and people engaging. So feel free to give me a thumbs up to like the live. Go ahead and click that subscriber button below, as well as clicking that bell to get notifications of when I go live and when I post content. Posting content is something I'm going to get at, y'all. I want to start posting some content. I think I am going to start posting to my feed. I gotta do a regular cadence of maybe some short form videos and making sure that I am getting everything up and running here as well. So I appreciate you guys. Let me know if you guys have questions. We're always focused on how do we engage, how do we improve our viewership here, how do we support. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all who are watching. Be sure to give me a like, give me a thumbs up. Also click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. If you're new to the room, put new in the chat. We're going to get to talking. So let me know where you are from. Put that in the chat for me, as well as ask questions. Let me know if you're a live host too. I would love to see who is going live in the room. We have different people always visiting. And so I want to know if you are actually going live. So put that in the chat as well if you don't mind sharing if you are a live host. And then let me know if you have any questions about the Go Live process. All right. So we talk here about TikTok Live in particular, but I also am a YouTuber. So I do have YouTube access. I can give you some tips and strategies about it. I'll probably talk about it. Depends on if my room is interested in learning about growing their YouTube presence. But feel free to give me a thumbs up. And so we're at 1,500 subscribers. We're trying to grow. This is our growth season. So we're going to try to push out some more content. We're going to try to improve our live stream presence. Let me know if you guys have questions as well. All right, friends. Thank you all for being here. Let me know if there's any questions about the Go Live process, friends. Thank you all for joining. And so we're going to get ready to go live on TikTok. And you guys are going to hear me in real time say the words that are going to help the algorithm get to know who I am and what I'm about. So we always start off with those keywords on purpose because we want the algorithm to hear us. And then, of course, make sure we're getting the right people in the room. So I'm going to say some keywords for my live stream. We're talking about monetization. And so we'll talk about that as well as part of the Go Live startup. All right. Let me know if there's any other questions, my friends. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you all for joining me. We're going to get started. TikTok live, TikTok live, live streaming tips, how to go live streaming tips, monetization, how to make money online, how to make money online, how to grow your live stream. Come in, new creators, new live hosts, beginners. You want to make money online, come in, ask questions. We are talking how to go live. Come in, ask questions about the live stream process. Let me know if you have questions on how to go live. Come in, say hello, give me a thumbs up, tap the screen. We are talking how to earn online, make money online. Hey, Lady Gloria, welcome to the room. We are talking about how to make money online. So this is a TikTok live session, live streaming tips, learning how to make money online. Welcome to YT friends. Please give me a thumbs up and then click that subscriber button. Thank you everybody here. We're talking about how to make money online. So we're going to talk about some tips to help you earn. Good morning, Lady Gloria. Welcome to the room. If you're coming in, say hello. Welcome to the room, my friends. Hello, everybody. We are both on the YT and TikTok, so I welcome you all. I feel like you are my next my next door neighbor. You're like, girl, I wake up seeing you. I'm on the porch drinking my coffee. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. So we're talking about how to make money online. I'm going to share out my live, add it to my story. We're going to give some tips. Hi, my friends on the YT. Hello, hello, hello. Appreciate you being here. Let me know if you have questions. Appreciate all the highs. Eli, you're doing too much. So appreciate that, friend. Thank you so much for the comments. Let me know if you guys have questions. Rock, welcome to the room. Others coming in, if you are coming in, say hello. We are always engaging in this live stream. We get to know each other. We get those comments flowing. So let me know if you have any questions. Let me share out my live. Thank you, Rock, for grabbing that daily heart me. Look at you, friend. Come on in. Support the live stream. I appreciate you guys. We usually start the live out with the warm up of tapping the screen. And so tapping the screen. Appreciate you, friends. Hey, thank you so much for being here, everybody, on the YT and TikTok. Rock, thank you for sharing out that live. Yeah, tapping the screen, sharing the live out, saying hello. We get that chat moving. J Style Sounds, welcome to the room. Thank you so much for coming back. Appreciate you. Behavior Talks. Hey, friend. Thank you so much, Lady Gloria. I appreciate that. Thank you all. You said, hey, Dr. Lisa. Noel. Last day of vacation tomorrow. Getting started Monday. All right. All right, friend. It is there's not a bad time to start. You just gotta plan on keep going. That's what I tell people. Behavior Talks, thank you so much for that daily heart me. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining on the YT. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Look at you, level 19. Thank you for that. I love you so much. I appreciate it, you all. Thank you all for coming in. So we're doing our warm up. Whenever you start your live, you've been here for 1 month. Thanks, Rock. Whenever you start your live, you want this engagement. You want people. You said I know, right? You want you want your viewers to engage. You want the comments to flow. You want the taps, the shares. All those things are part of your warm up. So think about how you can. How you can get that engagement going. Okay, so the questions are being asked, the shares are happening, you guys are coming in. So think about how you're getting people to comment, to talk. That's something you want to pay attention to based on your topic. I usually ask the question, tell me where you're from. You guys can tell me where you're from. Or sharing out the live, we get more friends in the room too. So those are things you want to do early on. Don't jump right into your topic. I tell people all the time, do not jump right into your topic. That's not what you want to do. You want to be intentional about getting people to comment and then just getting to know. It's like when you're doing that water cooler talk. That water cooler talk is going to get you activated, get the room activated. Dr. Nina, welcome to the room. Thank you for the follow. Okay, great advice. So keep that in mind. I know in the beginning it's kind of awkward because people are not going to talk at first, but that's okay. You'll get them to start talking. Dr. Nina, Pam, welcome back as well. Appreciate you all coming in. My new friends, come on in, say hello. Tell me where you're from as well. Dot Smith, how you doing, friend? And so you guys see me talking to people. I'm greeting people as they come into my live. I think that's important as you're connecting with folks. Miss Dawn, how are you, my friend? Chicago, Lady Gloria, did I know Chicago? Did we have that conversation? Let me know if I knew Chicago. I don't think I knew Chicago. I might have. I know I get, you know what, so here's what happens, you all. The algorithm is listening to you. You said, I live in Georgia. You live in Georgia. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Miss Dawn, good morning. The algorithm is listening to you. I'm from Chicago. So you're from Chicago. Where do you live now? Because, I'm from Chicago. That's why I said, did we have a Chicago conversation? I'm from Chicago as well. So yeah, South Side, Morgan Park High School. And then I went to the U of I in Champaign-Urbana. That's where I did my undergrad and my grad studies. You're in Chicago now? Yep. And then, thank you so much, friend. And then I moved to Florida, and then I did my PhD in a Florida school here in Barry. And so, yeah. So I'm a Chicago girl. Hey, family. Michigan. You're from Michigan, Rock. Nice. No way. My grandson went to Morgan Park High School. Really? Well, yeah. I grew up in the Beverly community. Yep. That's where I grew up, the Beverly neighborhood. Born and raised over there all my life. My mom and my pops, both of them passed away. They got divorced. So my mother moved to Vegas. So I got a Vegas connection too because I have a brother who lives out in Vegas. Yeah. You said you live in Beverly. Nice. I was in Chicago last month. Had a great time in a great city. It is. You know what? I have a love-hate relationship with Chicago. The weather. I live in Florida. I can't do the Chicago winters or falls or actually spring. So Chicago stays cold like 9 months out the year to me. I know it warms up a little bit. You said I'm in Detroit. Um, what? Wait a minute. Behavior Talks. You're in Detroit now? Okay, you're a Georgia girl too, ain't you? You had a Georgia connection. Did you go back? Let me know, friend. Good morning. How you doing? Is it Enad? Thank you so much for being here. Others coming in. Tell us where you're from, friend. No, oh yeah, okay, you're from Detroit. Oh, I didn't know that. So when we were talking about the concert, that was going to be your hometown. Okay. And so you're in the GA. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you all for being here on the YT. We got a lot of comments going on in the YT. Appreciate you all being here. I am here doing my TikTok thing, so I appreciate you all. Um, you're welcome. Yes, that's correct. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Hope you come back to Chicago to visit the Obama Library. I do need to get there. I will get there at some point. Um, Maybe I'll make a plan to come next year in 2027 after it's kind of calmed down a little bit. I hear it's like jam packed. I was in Detroit, so that's what I was talking to Behavior Talks about. I was in Detroit in early July for that concert, Chris Brown and Usher. And East Orange, New Jersey, I got a connection to there as well. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Um, and so hey Sandy, so I was there visiting, and my besties, they're from Chicago. These are my friends I went to college with, and they were saying that the Obama Center is like you can't get in. It's so jam packed. It's so busy with it being new. So I'm gonna wait, and I think they're waiting also. Somebody's comment got filtered. Welcome to the room. East Orange, New Jersey. When I was in college, I stayed there. That's actually where I stayed in that area because I did an internship in Randolph area with Pfizer. Pfizer had a plant that they had taken over the old Warner Lambert facility, and I stayed there. So I know that area too. Nice, nice. Um, Thank you so much, everybody, coming into the room. I appreciate you all being here. We are tapping alive. We got 8.1K likes, 8.2K likes. We're 9 minutes in, so we're a little bit behind. We try to get 10K likes in 10 minutes. That's kind of a milestone. And then I'll tell you the next milestone. So as you're paying attention to your likes, excuse me, you'll pay attention to your likes. You want your chat to chat. You want people to share out your live. Keto, welcome to the room, friend. You want people to share out your live. You want all that engagement. 25K is another milestone. You'll see ideally a little bit of a surge. Not massive, but you'll see a little bump with 25K too. So that's something else I'm noting. I'm trying to pay attention to patterns there's a lot of things that you'll notice happen for your live as you do this more often. And and if you pay attention to the pattern, especially in the beginning when you're warming up your room, people are coming in, they're sharing out the live, they're liking the live. The algorithm is getting used to what's happening here. I heard that the wait list for is all the way into November. Really? Wow. Okay, so yeah, so 2027 might be better for me. So, Jimmy, welcome to the room. Hello, hello. Tell us where you're from, Jimmy. We're talking a little bit, we're going to talk about monetization. So, this live is going to help you understand how to earn money online. There's people who are like here and they're trying to figure out how do you make money here? How does this work? So, I'm going to talk about the different ways it works. Washington State, welcome to the room. Don, welcome to the room. I think that was Don. I saw the name came in so quickly. Thank you so much, friend, for being here. Brand, thank you so much for joining me as well. I saw you come in as well, friend. Others who are coming in, feel free to say hello in the chat. We want the chat to move. We want people to engage. That is how you warm up your room. I'm Dr. Lisa. I'm a TikTok live coach. I also am an online business strategist, so I help you do this online. I've been going live for TikTok for a year and a half, over a year and a half now, since January 2025. And then I also started my agency a year ago. So we just celebrated last weekend our 1 year anniversary on August 1st. So we've been doing this for a whole year. We had over 200 people in the agency, but with the 1 year contract, we're losing some people. And so this month, we're really trying to make a push to build back up the agency, get some new great creators to join the agency. It's a free program. If you're interested in it, you got to be a live host. But if you're interested in it, I'll tell you about it. But it is 100% free to you, and I give all value. All right. So I appreciate you, and we have a great community. Okay, I'm doing that. It takes some time to get used to creating, but it works. Yes, yes, absolutely. Jimmy, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Bryn, thank you for the shares. Others coming in, we did get our 10K likes. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you all being here. Rock, thank you for coming back, friend. So we're going to get to talking and chatting a little bit. Usually what happens, so I usually spend the first 10, maybe 15, could be upwards of 20 minutes doing this kind of warm up, the small talk, talking to my audience, engaging with all of you all before I go into my topic. That is a best practice. You decide how you want this to look, but you got to warm up. You can't just jump into your topic. If you jump into your topic, ideally the way this algorithm works is pushing different people into your room. People are going to come in, they're going to say, where are you at, what you talking about? And then honestly, you haven't warmed up your room. So you may not see a surge of people too early because that room hasn't really warmed up. All right. So you want to spend some time talking to your room first. And that's engagement. That's engagement from you, but there's also engagement from your audience. And then the other thing we wait for is the flash goal. Hey, Lou. So the flash goal is TikTok's goal, not mine. What if nobody is interacting in the chat beginning? That's what you're practicing. You're practicing teaching them how to interact. TikTok just gave us a flash goal. It is roses. So part of this, Keita, is kind of that, like thinking about ways you can get people to start answering questions. So we had people sharing where they were from. I was sharing stories about my, upbringing and where I'm from and things I've done. And so you kind of create this energy of connection. Okay. You are building relationships. Friend, thank you, Dr. Lisa. That makes sense. Appreciate you, friend. I am Bex. Thank you so much for being here. The one and only Sonia, welcome. Lou, welcome. Thank you all for being here. You said how long, Lady Gloria, how long should the warm up? You get a sense of how long you want to do it. So we got the flash goal. I typically say the way the pattern has been for me, the flash goal does come early when we get that 10K in 10 minutes. And so we usually see that flash goal coming because that warm up happened. And it comes like within the first 15 minutes. We got it at 12 minutes. And so typically I wait for the flash goal to happen just as a way to kind of let the room know we're actively pursuing that and we can talk about it. Hopefully we get it achieved quickly. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Sometimes I forget that it's there and y'all remind me. I'm sorry, what's the flash goal? I will see it. The flash goal is the roses right now. So if you guys came into the room, we have roses as the flash goal. It's a random goal. You will see it. Thank you for the pearl charm. Look at that. We achieved it. Look at y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate that. It was 10 roses. TikTok will send out a random gift for people to gift. Now, here's the deal. I think it comes because I think we get the flash go for a couple reasons, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. If your room, you guys were chatting with me, you were tapping the screen, you were sharing the live out, guys were doing that engagement. Some of you were doing the gifting engagement. I got some links. You guys had sent some other populars, some Dr. Lisa Cares. That engagement is important. If that is happening, typically if that's happening throughout the live experience, early in the live experience, you won't get that flash go. Because TikTok sees the room as actively engaging if you got a nice number of people participating in that. I don't necessarily ask for it. I focus on the taps, I focus on the shares, I focus on the comments. I don't talk about the gifting as much. I should, and we're going to talk about the monetization because you should. So you wouldn't necessarily get the flash goal if that activity is happening in your room. I tell you guys all the time, when you come to TikTok, TikTok is a business. You're in the business of TikTok. TikTok needs to make money too. And so part of that is part of the gifting that happens. They get a percentage of that. So so part of that is what they want the room to do. That is the etiquette to come in and engage in that way. Now, here's the issue I have with TikTok, and I'm just going to be honest with you. TikTok should tell viewers that. You guys should know how to engage in a live stream well before you get here. There should be a video about it. There should be a whole campaign, a whole information sharing to say, hey, write do's and don'ts in a live stream for a viewer. Okay, so again, you would know that, and then you can come in and kind of hit the ground running. I love when Bounty and Bliss, she says, coming in hot. You come in hot. So the flash goal randomly pops up on your live. Yes, so the flash goal is a 15-minute goal. 15 minutes you have to achieve it. 15-minute random goal to get one gift from at least one from whatever that random number of people is for that flash goal. So my flash goal was roses, and we needed 10 roses. So 10 different people had to send one rose. Okay, so you want your room, and then it's obviously it's random. It's based on how many people are in the room. TikTok is going to push that out. You can pin it on your screen every 5 minutes. You also want to pay attention to not ignoring it. You can ignore it. What I've seen happen is that TikTok will have a higher coin gift if you ignore it too much. So then they're asking people to send donuts or hand hearts, which are 30 and 100 coins. So exactly. That's why I'm here, Lisa. Oh, hi, Gems. Thank you so much, friend. What if you don't achieve it? If you don't achieve it, it's fine. There's times I haven't achieved it either. If you don't achieve it, what I will tell you is that you kind of want to pay attention to getting as close as possible, but you usually see a little bit, thank you, friend. You do see a little bit of a surge in your room when you do achieve it. Health, wellness, and good cooking. Thank you so much for being here. So we have to ask for the gifts. You got to encourage your viewers to support your flash goal. That's the way I would say it. In other words, yes, you got to ask them to support your flash goal and gift. So yes, but you want to ask them to support your flash goal. Patrice, how you doing, friend? So yeah, you are asking them to support it, and they can decide if they want to support or not. You know, not everybody will. That's the thing about this. Not everybody understands the etiquette. Hey, voice guru, where you been? How have you been? That's the better approach. How have you been? And where have you been? Thank you so much, friend, for popping in. So is it okay to ask for support? Yes, I ask for support all the time. I say, guys, if you guys don't mind sharing my live out, let's see if we can get it to 100 shares. I ask for support all the time. If you guys don't mind tapping the screen, tapping and clapping, let's see if we can get that to 25, then 50, then 100K. And so yes, you want to ask for support. And then I teach you guys that this is an engagement app. So you got to engage. And as a live host, I got to engage. Can you address, Lou, you said, Lisa, can you address moderation and how a mod can support your live with you? Yes. So, mods are is something that you want to do if your room is definitely active or if it has, the potential to grow. Here's what I will say real quick. As I'm not against mods. I do have a couple mods. They pop in here and there. You should know how to run your live without a mod because they may come and go, and then you're going to be without a mod. Do you not go live? So I tell people in the beginning, maybe the first 30 days, maybe the first 60 days, do without a mod, and then you can pick up a mod later. All right. Have to take a phone call. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you being here, Rock. Um, so start off without, if you can, depending on what your topic is and what you're doing, and then add a mod as you get regulars to come in. You can ask them to be a mod for you. As you get more supporters and you grow your community, you can ask them to moderate for you. Where do you get a mod? So it could be people who come into your room and they're regulars, and you might say, hey, would you mind being a moderator for me? And some people take it very seriously and they say no. Like, hey, that's too much responsibility. Whereas some people are like, you know what, I'm fine with it. And it really should be a situation where you're not um, requiring it in any kind of way. An educated TikTok friend, yes, and you gotta, well, with a mod. So a lot of people, okay, let me go back. So it could be a friend in the room. It could be a family member. Family members are good because you can talk to them offline and kind of have a conversation with them about it. So if you have a family member that's a loyal supporter, maybe a mom, a husband, a wife, a child, um, not a minor, but someone who's like a teenager. Can't have them on the screen, but you can have them in a room if your room is 18 years and under. So yeah, you could pick some people that you know and have them come in and moderate for you. But your room is your responsibility, not your mods. It's always on you. On top of that, you want to talk to your mods about what you want pinned or not pinned, what how they should operate. So it is your responsibility. Sandy, you say yes, exactly. Do it without a mod at first. Remember, it's your dream, not theirs. Exactly, exactly. I love that. Yeah. So think about how you want things to go and how the flow should be. Should moderators be paid? Gotta run to the car shop. Thank you so much. Be right back. Thank you, J Style. You know what? People do compensate. Like my mods, when they would come in my room and they would go live, I would make sure I would go to their live and support. Um, so it in my opinion, it's up to you in terms of how you make an agreement or arrangement with them. Um, a lot of people say in the beginning it should be voluntary, like they're learning and growing, and maybe it is just that they're in your room to support, and maybe you go support them as well, and you can mod for them. So it's up to you in terms of what type of approach you want to take with it. If your room is not, if your room is new and you're not getting a lot of gifting, um, I think it's more or less like pro quo, where you're going to their room supporting them, they go to your room support you, and maybe that is sufficient. You guys can gift and support the way you see fit. But it should, people say it should be voluntary. That's kind of the rule of thumb, that you want to make it a voluntary experience, but you could compensate them. For some folks, physically running a room may not be accessible. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My people who do the knitting or the crocheting or cooking or exercising, their lives requires them to do the something physically that they're doing, as opposed to monitoring the screen as closely as maybe a mod could monitor. So it does become one of those things where you might have to think about a mod sooner rather than later. Um, when I did TikTok Shop for the first time, it was a full blown shoppable live. I was a little uneasy about it. And just so happened my daughter was home for the summer and she mod for me. This was last summer. So she was a moderator for me. And so it was helpful. It was helpful having her there. And honestly, that's why I said, hey, Dula Shelley, that's why I said I would encourage you to do it by yourself first before you add somebody. Because when she left to go back to college, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? How do I do this? Oh my gosh. And I did it. And I was like, oh, it wasn't even that big of a deal, because I was showing the products, I was talking about stuff, but I was able to have the two screens, and I just kind of moved things around, clicked here and there. Same way I mod here. I was like, if you could do it here, why don't you think you could do it with products and do it with the other things you do? So I was able to get over myself. It was one of those things where it was like a mental barrier. And at the end of the day, it was like, oh, okay, I was making a big deal about nothing. Um, So I will just say that much. Just that was just my experience, but I do recognize that some of my creators that are doing something else physical, that it's hard to both be in both things at one time. The chat and doing whatever physical thing you're doing. All right. Hey, Nene. Good morning, besties. How are you, Nene? You're gonna ask for friends. I think we are a room that is about commenting, getting to know each other. We're engaging. We're building connections. I want you guys to understand. All of this is about engagement. You don't want to pick up numbers just for numbers' sake. Thank you for answering my questions. You are so welcome, friend. So Ahmad, you can do so really quickly. How to add someone as a mod? A couple different ways. You can do it before you go live. I got a video about this. I don't remember how far it is into my content. Thank you so much, Dula Shelley. I appreciate the headphones. Thank you for that, the DJ headphones. You can add someone as a mod before you go live. So it's under the settings feature. As you're setting up your live stream, it's under the settings box. So you can add a mod there and you can give them certain permissions. So you can go through a list of permissions you want to give them access to. So that's one way of doing it. You can actually do it two different ways here in the live. So when you're a live host, where you guys see an arrow, I see three dots. So you click those three dots, and right there, one of them would be under settings, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. So under settings, you got to click the settings. So once you see the three dots, click settings, and then you see the moderator button. It's like a list of other options there. And then the other way is to click someone's photo. If you click their photo, it has the three dots in the top right corner. Three dots in the top right corner. Dr. Lisa, what should I tap? Our tap speed throughout our lives. Unbothered, welcome to the room. What do you mean in terms of like growth? Coach V Shop, welcome to the room, friend. You're saying in terms of growth, you want to try to get your taps as time goes on, ultimately to 100K if you could. That would be awesome. Or more. But starting off, 10K is a good milestone, 25K is another milestone, 50K is a milestone, 75K, then 100. Yeah. So that's kind of the trajectory you want to be on. If you can start averaging 50K, 100K, that's good. Okay. Just Ann, welcome to the room. Appreciate you. Okay, I think I've seen that. Yep. So just keep that in mind. You're trying to grow, friends. Thank you all for being here. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, let's see if we can get that to 100K. 100 shares. So if you click the arrow here and share it out, you can add it to stories. You can repost it. You could send it to individuals or group chats, or you could press down on the middle of the screen. That's called a power share, and you can power share out the live. I don't know why I keep nodding like you can see me. So like if you do press down, a screen pops up and you can share it out. Share it out to all these people. You can send the live to them. And so that's something people overlook, but that's a great way to share out the live. Thank you all for being here. Oh, nice. My second live yesterday caught 37 taps, 45 minutes. So I did okay. You did great. That's great. Yeah, so 45 minutes, 37 taps. We're not at 37 here. I'll tell you how long we've been live. We've been live right at 28 minutes. So that was good for 45 minutes. That was real good. So it does take time to get those taps up. And depending on how many people are tapping and sharing and doing all the things, yeah, that was really good. Yep. So thank you so much. Thank you for the shares. I appreciate you all. And you have people who will come in. I tell people all the time, you can't tap and share at the same time. You can't talk or comment and share at the same time or tap at the same time. You got to do things individually. And so you have people in your room that are doing different things for you. And then, for me, I do have my other account. I have this thing tapping for me. So that's something, Lou, if you aren't doing that, you might want to have a second account. Not necessarily, we don't call it backups here. We just say a second account, second device, and a tapping device. So it's always kind of getting you a little bit more attention and support with those taps. Yep. So that's a pro tip. If you guys are not doing that, you just heard it from me. Just saying. So I don't want you guys to be missing out. Rich, thank you so much for being here. I see you, my friend. Thank you so much. Coach V Shaw, appreciate you being here as well. Your live was amazing. I wanna know about that big tablet TV on wheels. I'm curious. I like that. I like that too. Like if I don't want to show my phone no more, I want you to talk about that. How do you like it? I don't know if you're in the room right now, but let me know how you like it. The circuit you give for free. There you go, friend. I want to share with you that I leveled up from D to C5. Congratulations. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Keep it up, friend. I love that. I love that. He said, "Can I do my own tapping and giving myself gifts on my live?" Yes. You got to do what I do here. Thank you. So, second device, different account. This is the agency account. I'm gonna have it say hello. It's in the room. You guys see when I do the flash goal, I send the flash goal with this account. So I also support the flash goal with this account. So I do that every time. So that's why I say yes. I didn't. Reason why I paused the way I did, but I didn't know if you were saying from this account that you're on, like when you're live on your main account. The answer to that is no. But if you have a workaround, what I'm doing, where I have a different account, different device, in my live, supporting the live, yes, yes. So you can do that. Tapping okay, gifts not very economical. Yes, okay. Um, Thank you so much. Appreciate you all being here. I am Bex. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you all for being here. Wani, welcome to the room. Grabbing a daily heart need. Others coming in, I appreciate you guys. We are tapping, sharing out the live if you don't mind sharing. Appreciate that. Good morning. How are you? I'm doing well, Focus. Appreciate you asking. I'm doing well. Um, I'm doing. You know what? I feel a little congested. If I was to be honest about how I feel congested. I don't know what's going on with my voice. I feel a little off, but that happens. I have allergies, so I need to get back to my daily allergy pill. I think that's what's going on. Does tapping work on a tablet? It should. Yes, it should work on a tablet. How do you make the video on TikTok without the music if you want to advertise an item? The one and only. Um, how do you make the video on TikTok without the music if you want to advertise an item? You don't add sound. You don't add music. I guess I'm trying to understand your question. Are you talking about like a TikTok shop video, shoppable video? You just wouldn't add the music? Let me know what you meant by that. Do you think the first few lives will just be getting used to everything and the buttons, etc.? Yes, that's exactly it. Yeah, those first couple lives, you're getting used to talking, you get used to engaging, you're getting used to where the buttons are. I would tell you to treat it that way. A lot of people treat it as if they're coming in, doing their topic, want to go right into it, jumping in it. Don't do that. Learn where the buttons are. Talk about what's here. Engage with your audience. Do small talk. Maybe share a snippet of what you're going to be talking about on your live, but don't try to make it a full-blown topic. I think for the first 3 lives, I would say do that because you're getting full access. You don't have access to pin comments, so you're still doing it. You're still getting access. So those first few lives is just that. It's kind of how you're getting acclimated. Rich, how you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Denzi, thank you so much for being here as well. Like as in, we won't get any visitors. You'll get some visitors. I'm not going to say none. You'll get some people who come through. There'll be a few. And you can increase your likelihood of getting people in the room. If you market your live, you share it out, you let people know in your content that you're going to be going live on this day and time, join you do a live event. Like if you're doing that, there's a likelihood that you might get some visibility. Hey Regina, how you doing, my friend? Okay, that's smart. Thanks so much. You're welcome. You're welcome. So you can increase the likelihood that you'll get some traffic, but you just have to be intentional about what you're doing. That makes me feel a little better and not so nervous. Yes, I don't want you to feel nervous. Thank you for the happy birthday confetti. I appreciate it. I'm in from the FYP. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you being here. Yes, thank you so much for being here. Let me know where you're from. Others coming in, my new friends who are coming in, Tell us where you're from. And then the one and only, I want to make sure I answer your question, friend. I might have missed what you were asking. Let me know what you meant by the music piece. Brent, thank you so much. Can I repost on this account that I will be live in the other account? Sure. You could start off on the other account, post it there, and then share it to the make sure this account is a friend of it. Have this account go to the post and repost it. Yeah. Okay. Old friend Chi Town. Thank you so much, friend. I love it. Thank you, Kiss by K Dramas. Welcome to the room, Texas, Charlotte, North Carolina, in the house, Fran. Fran, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you chiming in. So yes, Colorado. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you all chiming in. The one and only, I don't know if you left, friend. I just want to make sure I answered that question about the music, but I appreciate you being here. Thank you all for supporting. You said Lady Gloria is from Chicago as well. Lady Gloria is from my old neighborhood. I love that. So, and I had a conversation with somebody. Hey, Moonflower, welcome to the room. New ones. I love it. Wonderful. Thank you. I'm always so helpful. Appreciate you, friends. Thank you all who are coming in. If you're coming in, say hello. Tell us where you're from. Yesterday I was talking. I went to a live of someone who's in our agency. She's from Chicago also. Turned out she was talking in her live and she named her pastor. And when she was talking about the pastor, I said, that sounds like my childhood pastor. So I asked her, I said, what's your pastor's name? In the chat. And she said the name, and it was my childhood pastor. We went to the same church. We grew up in the same church together. We probably crossed paths and didn't even know it. This is like such a small world, y'all. Yes, she's a few years older than me, but literally our paths crossed. It had to. Because so she ended up giving me her number and we talked for like 30 minutes. And it turned out our paths definitely crossed. She knew my cousin, my first cousin. My first cousin was still a member of the church. The church is now no longer there, but she was an active member some years back. And so she knew my cousin, and I knew her cousin. Her cousin was a male cousin that used to flirt with me. So I knew her cousin too. So I was like, yeah. I started naming names. She's like, that's my cousin. I was like, what? So small world, you never know who you might meet in real life here in these TikTok streets. So it's just a great experience, you all. So I don't want you guys to be nervous about it. Thank you so much for the donuts. I want to change my niche from beauty because my sales are everything but beauty. Oh, what are you selling? What products are selling? Take a evaluation of that. Is it health and wellness? Is it electronics? What's mainly selling? And you can change your niche. You sure can. Super cool. Yeah. Small world. You said a flirt. And so, yes, I want to change. Okay, yes. So, definitely small world. You never know who you'll meet in here. And then, we already seen people meet each other and they're from like the same state or same city. And people are connecting because they live not too far from each other. And so those connections are happening. I know Soda and Carol, they connected. They're in Cali, and so they don't live too far from each other, and so they were able to connect at VidCon and other times. So you just never know who you might meet, So just be mindful. That's the whole thing. I want you guys to start building these relationships when you start engaging with your viewers and connecting in the chat. All that is part of it. All right. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for my fan clubs and the Spark Cake, Madam P. Smiling, you never know who you may run into in the TikTok streets. That's true. Elle and I have connected. Really? Wani, you and Elle connected in real life? Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm thinking more of bags, purses, and clothes. Okay, so fashion. So yeah, change it to fashion. That's not a big leap. There are two different niches, but that's not a big leap if you're changing from beauty to fashion. Some people you'll make fashion your main priority, your main niche, and you could make beauty kind of a supplement, a secondary. Yeah. Yes, and she's even funnier. She is her humor is witty. I think she has like such a witty sense of humor. I love it. Wow. Thank you so much, everybody. I love it. So appreciate you all being here. So don't miss out on connections. So we're gonna talk some more. We'll chat. We're gonna share out the live. We're gonna continue to tap the screen. Um, Yesterday I talked about monetization, and I kind of started um, this live topic over the last couple of days because I want you guys to understand different ways to monetize. Okay, and it takes time. Can I say that more? I want you guys to understand that this is a scaffold approach. Okay, so if you're thinking you're gonna come here and then all of a sudden you're gonna make some money that's gonna replace your primary income or something like that. Thank you so much, Regina. Thank you for the paper crane. It takes time. And so if your mindset is that, oh, I should be able to do this in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 30 days, 90 days. I'm gonna tell you give yourself 6 months. And then I'm gonna tell you give yourself another 6 months. So a year. Because nope, it's baby steps. It's absolutely baby steps. I believe that. It's absolutely baby steps. But as you do it, as you show up, as you continue to be present here, you're going to meet people. You're going to build relationships. These people are going to come and go too. Just be real. How you doing, Arden? And as you're doing this, it's going to require you to just be patient with yourself, patient with your community, maybe make some adjustments to how you're doing things as time goes on, and then maybe being open to stuff that maybe you were closed on at first. So, for example, somebody who says, well, I don't want to ask for engagement and gifting and stuff. I'm going to tell you now, if you want your room to grow, you're going to have to think of some ways to get your community to support you. This is a business. And I say that clearly, and I know that rubs people wrong. Like they feel like they just want to come here and build community. TikTok ain't gonna push people in your room just for you to sit there and just not have them engage. They have to engage. Okay, so I teach that because I want you guys to understand that engagement starts with you all as viewers, and then you're gonna learn how to engage properly. And then when you go live, you can teach your viewers how to engage and tell them some of the things you need them to do to support your live stream. And then over time, hopefully people understand, like, oh, okay, I get it. Let me just come in and do the things that I know I'm supposed to be doing because I understand this is an engagement app. And I know I want to do the things that I want people to do for me. So I'm going to model the way. I'm going to help and support other people. And then because I'm doing that, people are taking note of me. They see me in the bubbles. They see me in this top list. And then they're going to engage back with me because they get that, oh, this person understands how to engage. Hey, friend, how you doing? Thank you so much for the roses. Thank you for the follow. Health, what was that? Health educator. Thank you so much, Sally. And so that's important. That's why you're doing this. This is not just, oh, sitting back watching TV. We say that all the time. This ain't TV. This is a sticker for that. So if you guys don't mind dropping that sticker, but this ain't TV. And as you're doing this, you're going to think about, okay, how do I want to treat people? How do I want to treat people when they come to my live? Not everybody's going to pick up on that. Look at you reaching level 11. Thank you for explaining that to me because I was so uncomfortable asking people to engage. Thank you, Bonnie. Appreciate the stickers. This ain't TV, y'all. Sure, how else can we learn? Great advice. Exactly. You got to learn by doing. You got to learn by going live and doing. Because then you'll figure out how all this works. And be patient. I jokingly, not jokingly, but I reminisce on my first couple lives. I got 7 cents. 7 cents, then 3 cents. I thought I was doing something with that 7 cents, y'all. I thought I was doing something. And then I got 3 cents the next day and it humbled me. All right, it humbled me. And then I got like 11 cents. And then I got like 25. And then it was like 52 somewhere along in there. And so it grew. It grew over time. But it took time to do that. It doesn't happen instantly. It doesn't happen automatically. And there's some days where it doesn't happen even now. There's some days it goes up and it goes down. But I want you to recognize it's a process. So I'm starting this monetization conversation there because I don't want you guys to get focused on the numbers as much as understanding the process. Okay? And so showing up consistently, showing up and doing your thing is going to be important. I talked yesterday in my 4 o'clock about leagues. Leagues is how you're measured as a live host. I'm going to talk a little bit about that today Here's the problem and the deal with that. I don't like talking about that early on because to get higher leads means that you have a room of people engaging. And that room that is engaging with you is ideally supporters that's going to consistently show up. Maybe not every day, but you might have a nice flow of people. So your goal is to build community first. Community comes first. Then you can talk about leagues. And you got to be of the mindset that you're going to try to go live daily. If you're not there mentally and saying, I'm going live every day, I'm going to show up, I'm going to be here, I'm doing my thing, then don't pay attention to leagues because you're not going to be able to fulfill that because the leagues is based on daily progress. Thank you, Dior. Thank you so much for being here. The one and only Sonia, you said, do you have to go on TikTok and engage with people right away, or do you take time? You're talking about as a viewer, you wanna start your engagement journey sooner than later. That'll help with connecting with people, building community, getting more supporters. Hey, Created New. Okay, community comes first. Community comes first. Thank you, Dior. Thank you for the shout out. Appreciate that, friend. It's a challenge, but you can do it. Smile. I love it. Where do you see how much you've made? Kita, I am cracking up. um, you're gonna click the house, or you're gonna swipe from right to left, and it'll show you your real-time analytics, and it'll say the Scale Live rewards. If I get time, I did it yesterday in my 10 o'clock live. Um, I can I can go live on the other account and show you what it looks like from the other account. Um, so give me a few minutes. I'll go there with you guys so you guys can see it in real time. Snow White, welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. My new friends who are coming in, wish I had more. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for the follow. MAB, welcome to the room. Thank you for the follow. If you guys are new to the room and you haven't followed the live host, this is the perfect time to follow me. Also, underneath that, once you click follow, it will say join, and you can send that daily heart me that Created New just sent. It's a 1 coin, 1 penny support to the room. That's called the Daily Hearts Me. You become a member of my fan club. So I'm going to talk about the fan club because I want you guys to understand that's your community. All right. I get tongue tied when I start doing my videos on sales items, so I lose confidence. Um, Write yourself a script. Use a script, and there's a teleprompter feature. And so try practicing that and do a couple videos where the teleprompter's running. Okay? Let me know if you don't know where that is. I'll show that to you as well. I'm happy to show that. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. Miss Darlene, how's everything going, my friend? Thank you all for supporting. Yes, thank you for sharing. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live as well, it's a perfect time to share it out, see if we can get some more friends here. So I appreciate you all coming through. Can you slow it down? Because it goes so fast. You know what I end up doing? My trick is that I put a lot of space at the top, so when it starts to scroll, it's scrolling. It has to get through all those spaces I put in there, and then it does go a little quicker. But as you do it, you get used to the words, and I can say like the lines and stuff. So I put spaces in between it so it doesn't travel too fast for me. Wait, where's the teleprompter? I am shocked. Yes, I had so much fun with the battle, but I thought it was an hour long until someone said good night. No, it's one event, it's 5 minutes, but I typed for you. I forgot to tell you this, Created New, because I didn't come on the screen. I didn't get a chance to kind of explain some of the things you want to keep in mind. You want to stay live for at least 25 minutes. So you ended the live after the battle ended. You actually made me go into somebody else's room. I fell into somebody else's room when you ended it. I was like, oh, she gone. But you're supposed to stay live for at least 25 minutes so you can maximize any gifting monetization that you receive. So we're going to talk about that. I'll stay with me if you can, so that I can explain. I'll explain battles because that's a form of monetization. That's what you did yesterday, and just some of the do's and don'ts, or some of the things you want to keep in mind. Do you even think of that? Yep. Teleprompter. Y'all all saying teleprompter. Okay, I'll do teleprompter. Let's see. Didn't even think of that. Let's see. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I had to check on you. I ain't seen you live. I'm gonna see you live soon. Okay, you just answered. Did I? Okay. Okay, I didn't know that. All right. Ditto, ditto. All right, I'm going to talk about the teleprompter. Can you use teleprompter on lives? You cannot. It's not here on the live. TikTok wrong for that, but no, it's not here. Wait on the kids to go back to school, and Mall America isn't so crowded. I know that's right. uh, I can't wait to get to there though. Yes, it said I have a leak shield. Yeah, you got a shield from that. Awesome. Congratulations. All right, you all. I'm going to show you guys teleprompter. Let me show you the teleprompter feature. Let me reintroduce myself real quick. I am Dr. Lisa. Hey, Luna. I am a TikTok live coach. I'm also a business strategist, so I help you with your online business and how to make money online. I also am a creator network owner. It's a free program for live hosts here on TikTok. It's helping you to go live. I do trainings. I come live twice a day. We do a weekly meeting, a Zoom call. We also I do one-on-ones with my creators, so I'm helping you grow as a live host as you're doing this. But you got to go live first. You got to make sure you have live access before you can join the agency. So if you're interested in the agency, I'll talk about it more, but message me here. This is the time to message me. Message me here if you want more information and if you want to join. I'll send you the agency page so that you can join. Okay, I would be good to stick to topic on live stream. Yes, it would. I know. I would agree. I know there's so many people who want the script, the teleprompter. It would make sense to offer it somehow here too. Yeah, I would agree with that. Um, Thank you all for being here. How to invite guests during live streams. You're gonna click the two people the same way you click that's how you would request to join my live. There's two people. I think the two people is probably over here for you all. Um, you click that, and the people in your room you can invite up as a guest. If you're talking about sharing out your live, you can share your live out and invite them that way. And then when you go live in the comments, it also will say, would you like to invite that person as a guest? If you click it, you can send an invite to them. So yeah, there's a couple different ways to get to it. Thank you all for being here. So let me know if that answered your question, Health. Thank you, sweet sense. Appreciate you. Appreciate the love glasses. Okay, let's go here. I'm gonna go to my page. This is the agency page. We'll do it here. Oh, okay. Thanks, Tap, and thank you all. So we're on the agency page. I'll just keep it this way. Let me flip the camera so you guys can see the words correctly. When you are so the way our friend asked the question, Dior, you made it sound like you're doing a shoppable live. There is a teleprompt feature under shoppable. It automatically sets it up for you. However, if you're not doing shoppable, you want to go to, let me see you all. Okay, so you are on the red button. If you scroll over to any of these, that pops up. Hold on. That pops up here. You can search, and then under the search bar, you're going to type in teleprompter. If you just start spelling tell, it's going to start popping up. Hold on. Let me say tell with a P. Okay. So, wait a minute. Where's the teleprompter? Oh, it wants me to spell more. Hold on 1 second. Let me check you all. Is it in here? Yes. Hold on 1 second, you all. Let me make sure. I'm gonna make sure if it's in here. Did it do it? Is it only on the sales side? Let me check. I'm not seeing it. Give me 1 second, you all. Uh-oh, Dr. Lisa started my first live yesterday. Thank you. Sometimes it does come up. Yeah, it's not showing up. Let me see. Did I do something different? Let me go under the business side. Maybe it's this, I don't know. Is this the business account? Looks like I know how to spell. I'm not seeing it. That's not it. It has the A. I see teleprompter there. Where's the A one? It popped up a few times. I'm looking to see if I'm missing any kind of... I have it on my other page, but I can't get on this one. Interesting. I wonder if it's not showing up because it's this account. Let me go to the other account, because I'm not seeing it. You said so. Let me go to my other account. Let's see. I'm going to go to the shop one. So one account it shows up and the other one it doesn't. I started my... Thank you, Patrice. Yeah. Yes, the big A. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Okay, I'm looking. Create a new... Thank you for saying that. I thought it was me, friend. So maybe it's just not this account. So let's see. Let's try it again. I'm on my shop page. No, I don't see the A. It's not showing up over here neither. Yeah, it's not showing up on here. Let me say under shop. If I go to shop side, maybe that's where. Yeah, you should be able to see it. I'm spelling it a couple different ways just to make sure. Yes, because I really need it here, but can't find it. Interesting. I wonder if it's gone. I wonder if it's only for shop now. Did they move it? Like people can't use it for regular live streams? I wonder. Just tell our only option of content and not lives. It's supposed to be on the content side, not for lives. No, it's not on live side. So let me go to Shopway. So it's teleprompter. Yeah, so it's only for the shop side. It's not on the live side at all. No, we've never seen it on the live side. I don't see it, you guys. Let me see. So let me do shop. If it's on the shop side, let me see if it shows up there. So on the shop side, you act as if you're about to add a product. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to pick a product and see if I'm going to do a video for it. So I'm going to pick a product. I'm going to do this lip gloss. And then I go and create now. And then start here, add the product. That's fine. I'm adding the gloss. And then it automatically defaults to the teleprompter feature. I wonder if it's just a shop thing now. And so you can edit this and make some adjustments. So what I was telling our friend Dior, like say you didn't want all that space, I usually just put my cursor at the top and I'm sorry, I hit the microphone by accident. I just do some spaces so that it is not going to show immediately. And then when I start the video, it'll start scrolling it. I wonder, you all, I don't know. It should have showed teleprompter when you search under the different effects area. That's an effect that was there. So I wonder if they changed it to just the shop side. Anybody else confirm that? Let me know if you guys come back and see it that way. I tell you guys, TikTok is always updating and changing. So keep that in mind. You might look at it one day, one way and expect for it to be there and all is good in the world, and you go back and it ain't. Question, how do I ask persons to tap on my live in a noisy surrounding? You want to make sure it's not too noisy where it interrupts your live stream, because TikTok will put something in a thing saying reduce background noise. So if that's the case, then you want to you could put a sticker on your screen that says tap. You can ask people to make sure that they're tapping. You can verbally say that and just see if they can support your taps. Thanks, Ann's Place. Appreciate it. How you doing, friend? So that's the teleprompter. That's the way it looks. If you start the video, so like if I started talking, let me make this 60 seconds. So if I start talking and just say I'm talking about the product, whatever, and now it starts to pop up. And I can say enhanced lips adds a plump look to the lips with a visible smoothness, gorgeous colors, and all this other stuff. So I can just kind of talk through that. All right. And it was moving kind of slower. You saw that it's not super fast, but it does get kind of through there. So just be aware that it does kind of go, it can go faster. All right. Hey, how you doing, Ask Pratt? How you doing, Dr. Pratt? Oh, okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome. So yeah, so just do that return, and you saw how it was moving slowly. So that's the way you do it. 9 day countdown. Look at you, friend. Well, hopefully, so you said 9 days. You might want to give it like 14. I'm just going to say that because the system takes a minute to clear itself out. I had that happen to Coach Vicky. She did she did the similar thing where she, left her agency and she was waiting for it to clear out. It didn't do it immediately for her. It didn't. So I'm just managing your expectations. I couldn't go in to invite her until it officially cleared her to be invited. And I think it took like an extra week, maybe 2 weeks. So we just said, hey, we'll do it like, I think it was like, oh, we'll do it, you know, I think for you it's going to be close to the end of the month of August anyway, so it might be a September start. So maybe that's the way we'll look at it. Always something with this, ain't it? Ain't it though? Ain't it though? We was just trying to look for the teleprompter and I found it for shop only. So I think it's now only a shop feature, y'all. I wonder if that's the case. So yeah, so when you do your shop and you go ahead and add, and when you add a product, it automatically starts with the teleprompter. That's how you get it. All right. And then you can edit what you have there. You can change it out. Right now it says all in the highlights. You can say AI script and it creates a script for you. And then you can edit it. And all I did when I showed Dior, all I did was go to the top of it and I just hit return to give me some space. So it just didn't start so quickly on me. And then that way I could start talking. So like, for example, if I did this, and I just start talking about the video and, whatever you need to do to get started. And now you can read it. You guys, if you're still, I can't see it from the screen, if you're still using Vaseline to plump your lips, you need to check this out. And then you can kind of go ahead and rate it. I would say practice it a few times, and then obviously you can make a decision on the pacing of things and stuff. Okay. Let me know if that makes sense. You guys got some shop stuff from me. Okay. That was TikTok shop for you all. That's a monetization. Let me just be clear about that. That is monetization. So those who do shop, that is part of different ways you can monetize on your live stream. When you go live, you can do live products and get a commission for those. Somebody asked, I'm gonna put my shopping cart on just to be on the safe. Somebody asked about products the other day, and I said I was gonna add it, so I'm gonna add it today. We'll add it for a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna finish. Hold on 1 second. Okay. There you go. Thank you all for being here. Let me know if you see, you guys should see the shopping cart on. So I turned it on for this live, so we'll turn it on for a little bit. Let me know if you guys have any questions. In the meantime, thank you so much for sharing those heart puffs and the Dr. Lisa Cares. I appreciate it, you all. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit. We're going to talk about monetization. I'll probably pin a couple products too, because I want you guys to understand, like, live streaming, this is also another way to monetize. So we're going to get to monetization. Keita, are you still in the room? Let me know if you're still in the room, because you asked the question about how to see, I think you asked the question about how to see your diamonds, and I said I was going to show you Scale Live Rewards. I think that's what you wanted to know. Jay Styles, you back. Welcome to the room, friend. Others coming in, appreciate you all being here. If you are new to the room, feel free to follow the live host and also join the fan club. Utmost High, thank you so much for being here as well. Shorty, thank you so much for joining. Let me know if you guys have questions as we get started. So let me know if there's any questions about the live as well. And so we'll get started there also. If you are, you said, what's the difference between fan club and super fan? India World, welcome to the room, friend. Super fans are a subscription, another form of monetization. Super fans is where your fan club members, you become a fan club members when you, if you're already a fan club member, or if you are not, you automatically get more levels. You rank up to level 10 or more with the fan club if you become a super fan club member. So you're subscribing to the room. You're subscribing, that's a monthly subscription, and you essentially are making a decision to be in that person's fan club, and you're going to come and get some of the benefits they're offering. So as a live host, you want to create some benefits for your community so that they can feel like they're getting more support, engagement from your live stream. So with that being said, think about what type of benefits you would offer. Some of the core things that they have in there is that you can turn on super fan only chats. You also can turn on a super fan only live. So only your super fans are invited to the live stream. If you're new to the room, say hello. Let me know if you guys have questions. I appreciate you being here. I'm Dr. Lisa. I'm TikTok Live Coach. I also am a free Creator Network owner, so it's a free program if you're looking to go live and want to learn how to go live. So feel free to ask questions and then say hello in the chat. So feel free to say hello as well. What should I do if I want to sell the artificial flower baskets I create doing a live stream? You're going to want to turn on, more than likely, since it's a physical product, you should be a TikTok seller. That's what TikTok will want you to do. However, you could turn on Activate Service Plus, and then Service Plus is, I have the shopping cart on right now, but Service Plus usually is that yellow with the arrow box where you could DM people, and then when you see me pin that message on the screen, I can't do Service Plus and shop at the same time, but when you see me pin that message on the screen, like message me if you want to do a one-on-one consultation, or if you're looking, thank you Behavior Talks, or if you're looking to join the agency, that type of stuff, that's a pin notice that is for Service Plus. You could have, here's what I would tell you to do. You're going to get real tea real quick. I would say maybe you have a digital product or a service that you're doing where you're potentially teaching people how to make flower baskets. Maybe it's a quick guide to something about how to, what are some of the do's and don'ts with making flower baskets. When you pin that message, you would have a website, or you have something for people to go to, and then you can also say if you're interested in these baskets, it's also on that website. That's the way you would do it. Okay, so you would have a service, because Service Plus is because of a service that you're offering or a digital product that you have, but you can also let them know that those other things are there too. Okay, I think I need to pin 50 products to hit a 2-hour mark. I did 50 products. That's a lot. Each product you're supposed to be spending about 10 minutes on. When you pin a product, you're supposed to spend about 10 minutes. Hey, Smart Daniel, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, Don's 300 more. Welcome to the room, friend. Others coming in, let me know if you have questions. I see your cart versus the yellow arrow. Thank you. Yeah, so my cart is on now. You see the cart with the 7 products in it, and then the yellow arrow is for Service Plus. And so that's where you would see my Service Plus bio, as well as frequently asked questions you can create. And you can have that. And one of your frequently asked questions is like, you know, it could be like, how do I get a basket? How do I get that basket? And then you can have a response that says, visit me at, you know, XYZ place. Yep. Let me see. Let me know if you guys have questions about that. Appreciate you all coming in. And so, yeah, so you definitely want to have that as a way to get your baskets. That's if you don't want to activate TikTok Shop for Seller. TikTok Shop for Seller is a little different. I hear some kind of, you know, issues with it pertaining to how hard it is to get it up and running, and it's very convoluted and all this other stuff. So I think Service Plus might be your workaround. Let me know if you guys have other questions. We got some friends who just came and gone. That's when you turn on your basket, you see that little boost, and then it will subside. So if you guys have questions, let me talk about, hey, Dr. Fleta, welcome back, friend. Let me talk a little bit more about the monetizations, different ways to monetize. Okay. So what I tell people is that in your live stream, there's like multiple ways. The very first way is gifting. And so you see, we have viewer wishes. That message, I don't know if you guys see the guarantee message that I see, but sometimes it's covering the viewer wishes. Let me know if you guys see that. But Service Plus is another way because you could create viewer a video course for your viewers. You also can create the viewer wishes here. That's something else you can activate. You also can have subscriptions, which is called super fans. So that's a subscription benefit you can create as well. And then some people, when it comes to gifting, some people battle. So I don't know if Created New is still with us. But Created New, thank you, Baby Talks, for the shares. Others coming in, appreciate you sharing out the live. We're going to see if we can tap it up to 100K as well. Um, so, you're here for, okay, battling. So let me talk about the battling. The battling is those, hey, Super Fan Wani. The battling is when you are doing a match against another opponent. It could be 2 opponents or 3 opponents. But you're doing this match and you're pretty much playing a game. I want to hear this. Okay. You're pretty much playing a game. In that game, it's 5 minutes. You can do another game. You can do a rematch if you want to. But most people might just do one and done. So that's what happened to you guys yesterday. Wani and Created New, they did a match with Coach Rhonda. So it was a one and done. Coach Rhonda, she started the match. She didn't give any ground rules and talk about, different things like muting your microphone. She muted. I put in her chat, I said, you might want to tell them to mute, but she must have missed my comment. But 5 minutes, not an hour. So 5 minutes is a 5-minute match. That 5-minute timer has gone off, and it's just you in your room. You're in your room, and you're trying to encourage your room to support by sharing out the different cues. One cue is that you get 3 times the gifter points. You might want to say, "Hey guys, we're about to get 3 times the gifter points. It's going to show up soon. Get ready." And so, or maybe first time gifting is worth 2 points or 3 points, 3 times the amount. And so you want to kind of share those messaging. I know when you guys started, you didn't have each other muted, so it was kind of hard to hear what was going on because everybody was talking. But yeah, so typically the etiquette is that you press your opponent's microphone, that little speaker next to their name, and you can mute them. Yeah. So that's the first thing you're supposed to do. Good morning. How you doing, friend? How you doing, Diana? And so that's one thing you want to keep in mind. The other thing you want to keep in mind, like I said, you're giving those cues to your community. There is a thing called power-ups. You guys, since that was some of your first matches, you didn't have power-ups. Wani, I think you might have. They might have expired. Because I'm thinking about when you did your match with Malika. They might have expired because it was probably a week ago. They expire after 5 days. So if you win a match, and you did win, right, I didn't know how until Moon said something. Yes, I said something too in your chat. I think you missed my comment. Maybe my comments were being filtered. That's maybe what happened to Coach Rhonda too. But Wani, you did catch my comment. Some people did have them. Okay. Oh, they did have them. Oh, so that's what happened. That's why you won. Oh, they sent the power ups. So I didn't start off in your room. I came to your room afterwards. Um, you said you didn't know how to tell me to use it. Okay. So as you guys grow in doing matches, you would communicate to your community at first and in the beginning. So Wani, when you were doing your game night, that typically would start off as like a strategy conversation. That's what you would have done. Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry, I missed your comment. No. It was probably being filtered. No, my daughter and Bestie was throwing gifts. Oh, okay. So it wasn't the power ups that did it. Gotcha. Okay. So with that, you would want to strategize. So Wani, for you, because you got power ups this time around too, and I think I got one of your power ups too. You would talk to your community and say those power ups are going to expire in 5 days. Let me do another match before they expire, and can you attend my match? And so, depending on people's schedule and stuff, they may or may not be able to attend. But you want to communicate to your community and say, hey, I want to continue to make sure I want to use my power ups if I could. So if you don't mind showing up, that would be great. And people will try to show up. And then the other thing is, you could have a part two strategy conversation where you're going to say, okay, here's when I want you to send those power ups. So those are the things that you want to kind of let your community know when they should use them. Also, I need to match by like Tuesday or Wednesday. Yes. That was Friday, so by Wednesday night actually. So it expires based on that time frame that they were received. So yeah, can you talk about how to use the power-ups? So the power-ups are located in the gift box. So when you guys have a gift box, now this account wouldn't show it. You see this bottom area down here? I'm sorry. You want to move that over? You see that little backpack symbol? That's what that's called. That's called the backpack. If you click that, it says backpack panel. Power-ups will be in here. So I'm live right now on this account, so I can't see the power-ups that I got for you. I think they were hammers, if I'm not mistaken. Hammers are kind of the more useless one because it's kind of like a little fun thing that you throw the hammer. But supposedly they're supposed to deactivate the person's power-up. So like if they're using power-ups, the hammer should kind of act as an interference and deactivate them. I don't think it works that way, so I'm not sure, but I don't think it does work that way. So you want to strategize with your community and say, okay, Doc, you got hammers. You're going to throw those hammers in the last 30 seconds. So if they try to use a glove or something else, hopefully it deactivates. So throw your hammers in. So little things like that, because the last 30 seconds is when they're trying to get whatever else they can get it towards the end, especially if someone's going to come in and snipe. Are the power-ups only for the room that you got them? Yes, J-Style. Only for the room that you received them in. Yep. So you got to go back to that room and use it. It actually will show it in that backpack I showed you. It'll show that it's labeled for that creator. And it's grayed out. So like if you guys were in my room, but you got power-ups for Wani when she won, then if you click that backpack, Wani's power-ups will be grayed out, so you wouldn't be able to use them now. So yeah, good morning. How you doing, Beverly? And so keep that in mind. You want to, okay, mine are grayed out. Yep. So any ones that you got them for other people, they're grayed out. Didn't get caught up battling is addictive. Don't get caught up battling is addictive. Mocha, welcome to the room, friend. You're right. I tell people at the end of the day, just manage your budget. Think about how you want to do it, what you're going to do in that room to support. And honestly, that's what you do. You could pin, I don't know if you guys know this, you could pin the gifts that you are going to support with. You could pin those at the top. If you click this edit button, oh, wrong thing. If you click that edit, it says edit right there. And you see how those gifts are there? If I wanted to make that a gift. Oh, let's do it. Oh no, I gotta remove these. Hold on, let me see. Nothing's working today. Unpin all. I just clicked that. Let me see. Unpin all. They're all unpinned. I'm gonna hit edit. So I got these spaces. And so I should be able to pin that one. Yeah. So yeah. And so I hit save and it'll save those pin ones. Okay. So keep that in mind. That's a little way to kind of manage yourself a little bit more. So that way, when everything's said and done, Crown Confidence, welcome to the room. You just focus on those gifts and then don't re-up. if you're like, okay, I only got this many coins, that's all I'm gonna use, and that's it. That's all. I found tapping does help if you don't have any coins. Tapping does. Thank you for saying that. Tapping in comments. Comments and tappings, the rules of battles, it actually says this. You get 3 points for tapping, 3 points for comments. So you can just tell your community, I need y'all, because you need that. When you're really doing this and you're being strategic about it, you say, I got a room full of tappers, I got some commenters, I want my tappers and comments to do this. My people with the power-ups, I want you to send your power-ups on this time. And then my people who are going to send these type of gifts, be prepared to send those, pin them, do whatever you're going to do. So Little things like that can help you have a well-rounded room. And so people who really do this strategically, everybody has a role. Everybody has a role. And even if your role is just tapping the screen, everybody has a role. All right. So that's how it works. So that's a little bit of battle strategy. I mean, really, people come up with battle teams. Make a comments. Yep, making comments is helpful. Yep. Um, People come up with battle teams because if you are supporting me, I'm gonna support you, and so it becomes like a little team that you come up with, and you guys work together, kind of rotating to do these matches. Yeah, so that happens quite a bit too. So you always have somebody in your room who is going to, first of all, have your power ups and then have your back when it comes to maybe gifting and stuff too. So that's a strategy that people will use. Is it winner takes all? No, 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 no. So when you battle, you win what you get what you win. You get what you receive. Maybe that's a better way to say it. But you're competing for points. Let me explain points better. um, is there something like never throw a 1 point gift on a certain time because it causes harm? Yes. Diana, yes. So you guys got me talking battle strategy. Y'all so funny. Hey L, thanks for clarifying. How does a win help the team? Okay, let me explain the battle strategy a little bit more. Y'all so funny. Danny said, "Wait a minute, ain't there something about something you ain't supposed to do? Somebody got in trouble. You must have seen somebody get a little annoyed because they threw something wrong time." Yeah, so throw in roses unless it's a rose only battle. Okay, so all you're supposed to do is throw roses. They do have those type of battles where it's a specific gift. You could do that, and roses is one of the specific gifts. He said, "I'm always afraid. Never throw the Itzies on last 20." What's that? The the Itzies? What's that? Tell me what you mean by that. Um, Let me know what you meant by that. I wonder if that's a typo. Um, Roses. Is that what you meant? Roses, maybe. On the power ups. Tell me more what you meant by that. What was that? Um, Roses. Here's where roses are not helpful. There's a time that it can work for in your favor, but I would tell you to use a different gift. So apparently roses are not supposed to be thrown on any of the power ups, especially the gloves. So people throw roses in the beginning thinking like, oh, let me just throw some roses. I would tell you to think differently. Don't use roses. Use maybe the populars. Popular ranking is typically happening too, so you can help the live room, the live host with populars. So populars is the way I would say to throw, and that's like the new. Instead of doing roses, just always do populars. You can't go wrong with a popular. Okay, can't go wrong with a popular. You won't get yelled at. So do a popular. Do a community gift if the person has a community gift that you can send, but don't do roses. Maybe that's the way I would say to do it, because ultimately roses could be used if they're just saying you're trying to reach the target and you need one gifter. You can send a rose real quick, but I would say just send a popular real quick. Just send a community gift real quick, and that would satisfy. So try to not send roses unless it's a rose battle. That's probably the best way I would tell you to do it. And that way you don't have to worry about offending anyone because you sent something thinking you were doing it in the kindness of your heart, because that's what you're doing it to support, no matter what you send, but it does impact the game. So you want to be careful about what you do send. I have seen where the donuts works good. Yeah, donuts are good. Donuts are a good one to send to. It's a 3 coin gift. I mean, a 30 coin gift, but donuts, they always say send donuts, that type of stuff too. I learned the hard way regarding the roses on a battle. They put me on blast. Did they really? I just got the clicker from your shop. Thank you, Anne. Thank you for that. Supporting with those taps. Yeah, so I would tell you not to do roses, like lay low on the roses, unless again it's a rose battle. Oh wow. Hey Queen, how you doing, Shelly Shells? Um, so keep that in mind. What else do you guys have? So roses. There are specific gifts. You want to be mindful when it comes to throwing. Hey, Fran, is Tracy. Welcome to the room. When it comes to throwing the gloves and you're trying to get bonus points, it doesn't always hit. It's not a guarantee that it will give you 5 times the points, but you want to tap the glove. People always say, do you tap? Do you not tap? I say I'm of the camp that says tap it at least to increase the odds that it will hit. At least you knowing that you're trying to do the power up. and then you send your gift that way because it'll show up on the screen. Send a gift. You click send a gift, and then you send your gift, and you'll see if it hits for 5 times the gifting points. I had to leave to recharge on TikTok.com. It's cheaper now. I know. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, yes. The website is better. Speaking of I wanted to talk about. Hold on one second. I was just saying, gloves. Oh gosh, it went in and out of my head. I think it was a question I got asked. Huh? I can't remember. I was saying gloves, and I wanted to talk about why not roses. Roses can deactivate the power up, so you want to be careful with that. It was something else I was going to say. Who asked the question? I said, let me get back to that. I can't remember what question was, but it was something I was going to circle back to. But it had to do with battles. I went in and out of my head just that quickly. I don't remember what I was going to say. But make sure when you're managing your budget and stuff, be mindful of what your budget is for the battle. I want you guys to overspend. You want to make sure that you talk to your team that has the power ups and share it out. Other thing I was going to tell you, create it new. Stay in 25 minutes. How do you know when to use a power up? Last 30 seconds. Um, that's part of a strategy that you will talk to your room because you want to. So people do small rose battles. They actually do specific gifts. They'll do small rose battles to get power up. So you and your battle team are working together, and you're working together, and you guys are doing some small battles with random opponents maybe, and you're trying to get power up. So you're working through that process, and maybe you just do roses, or you got somebody you know who's going to come in, and you just do a battle with that person. But your room is ready to do the battle ups and or ready to get the power ups. With that, you would talk to them to say when you're sending the different gifts. The 30 seconds, one of the things people do that, the last 30 seconds, is because they want to see if they can maximize a bigger gift being thrown, especially if it's someone who's trying to throw a big gift to snipe, meaning that they're looking to out the points. That's what I want to talk about. Just remember, hey, how you doing, Pastor Brian? That's what I want to talk about, points. Um, if they are looking to potentially snipe, meaning that they are trying to get more points than you at the end and outpoint you. So maybe the points are really close and someone sends a big gift, maybe a glove has been thrown, and then they are able to get it in right at the end of those, right before the 30 seconds ends. So that's a strategy that people will use. And sniping, that makes sense. Yeah. So people are trying to do that. So no roses during the battle. Try to avoid roses. Maybe use populars if you could. With the battle is with the battle is the creator the only one benefiting? No. And don't let me forget to talk about points. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. But no, the creator's not the only one benefiting. The other opponent, whatever gifting happened for you, you get. And so that's why I'm gonna talk about points in a second. You get that. You get that gifting. You get that percentage. So it's still under the Skill Live rewards. You're still under that Skill Live rewards. You get whatever's been sent to you. All right. Great questions. So the one who won, they won because of points. So that's the key. That's not diamonds. Points are calculated. We just talked about you can get 2 times the points, 3 times the points. So there's ways that you're increasing your point tally. And so people sending gifts, people sending the power ups, all that's happening. And so because of that, the points are on the screen. Now the gifting underneath that, you can look at your Scale Live rewards and see how many diamonds you receive. Diamonds is how you get monetized. That's where the money comes in. So you want to pay attention to that. Do you get points or anything from TikTok if you win the battle? You get monetized. Whatever you earned in diamonds is what you're gonna receive. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see a lot of top creators only do mostly battles. Yes, because they're looking to make sure they are staying a top creator when it comes to their league. So battles is a great way to get enough diamonds that you need to continue to maintain your league or to league up. Thank you, Anne. I appreciate it, friend. Am I understanding that my coins convert to diamonds to the creator? Yes, that's exactly what happens. The battles also help visibility. Yes, they also do. Yes. Hey, Andy, thank you for that daily heart me, Andy. Yes, so battles, in my opinion, battles serve three purposes. Battles, number one, is your visibility. You're getting exposure when it comes to you competing against another live host. They're in their room. Maybe there's two or three different people getting to meet you and connect with you. They're in their room, you're in your room. Some of the battles that are really good is where you are having this conversation with the live host. Hey, Her Alchemy, how you doing, friend? How you doing, Neries? Thank you so much, friends. Thank you all for grabbing those heart me's and connecting. I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you all. Hey, Tarzan. Um, Others who came into the room, if I didn't say hi to you, I apologize. Welcome to my room. Feel free to say hello in the chat. And if you haven't followed me or grabbed your daily heart me, feel free to grab those as well. I appreciate you all being here. You have this on School Shop regarding diamonds or even leagues. I have it on live for my on my YouTube channel. I've talked about it a couple times lately. Let me say this. I can show you where to look for it because it's under the Scale Live Rewards. So I want you guys to kind of go back and look at that. And then leagues are there as well. So you guys can go back and review it. But no, I didn't put it there. No, it's not there. I could put it there. I just haven't done it. Do the creators actually get any money from the battles? Yes. Three reasons. Visibility. You're getting this opportunity to connect with another creator. You also are building community. You and your community are working together. You're coming up with this strategy. You're becoming a community, a team. Some people love it. Some people don't. The ones who don't, they leave. The ones who do, they're all in. So there's a community building opportunity, a way to build your community in terms of having this moment that you're working together. Hey, Jennifer. And then the last reason is monetization. Okay? Probably the bigger reason. Is monetization. So those are the three things I would say you would do a battle for. It does get you exposure to another host in their room. And then sometimes TikTok will push you on the For You feed because you're doing battles. And there's people who want to see battles and want to come in and support. So you get random supporters to come in. So I don't want you to think that, oh, only your community is going to be there. You get some other people who might pop in too. He said it's true. Yep. Good to know as I have given a lot of money in battles. Okay. Well, and again, I just say budget yourself, manage your budget, decide what that looks like for you to be a participant from a viewer perspective, or if you're going to be a live host and you want to get support for your battles that you're doing. Well, just figured out I can battle on the Mac. Yeah, you can. You could do battles from Live Studio. Yep. Thank you so much. Neri UNX. Thank you so much, friend, for being here. Thank you for the follow, Surviving Cancer. I'm feeling 50. Welcome to the room. How do you start a battle? You have to have a co-host. You're going to compete with someone who is co-hosting with you, and then they would co-host. Once you have a co-host, the boxing gloves. Thank you, friend. Thank you, Jay Styles. The boxing gloves will show up. Those boxing gloves, you click that, and that's how you start the battle. Yeah, so that's how you start it. So yes, exam, going to try to battle once a week. I can see. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, everybody who's in the room. I appreciate it. You said I can see the benefits. Yes, yeah. Battles make it interesting. I get. Yeah. TikTok wants you to do battles. Can you decline a battle? Yeah, you can absolutely decline one. That screen that pops up, if somebody requests to battle you, you can hit decline. It's right there. You can, if somebody requests to co-host with you, you can decline them before they come on the screen. You can decline that co-host request. So, but yeah. You said chronic illness. Why would I repost? It only shows I share. It doesn't say repost. Does it matter? I don't know why it doesn't show repost. I don't know. I think ultimately you are sharing it. So maybe that's changed. I'm not sure though. I don't, you said I don't want to battle. Brown-eyed Crystal? Okay. You don't have to. I would tell you what is a box battle. That's from the guest side. Let me explain that in a second. Let me respond to Brown-eyed Crystal. You don't have to battle. I mean, I tell people you decide what you're comfortable with. I would tell you though, If you're on this app and you're looking to grow and progress, you may want to think about integrating that into your strategy. That's all I'm gonna tell you. So my A-leaguer in the agency, I told her early on, she was like, Doc, I don't want to battle. I ain't battling. My friend battles all the time. Because once you get to the top, to maintain that level, you're gonna have to make some shifts and changes to how you operate. And she integrated battling into her live stream because she wanted to maintain that status, that level. And the way to do that oftentimes is battling. She does other things in her lives too. She'll do several lives throughout the day. So she's now operating where there's multiple lives she's doing, but also integrating battles too. So I'm just gonna tell you that it just depends on what your goals are. I don't tell you have to do anything you don't feel comfortable doing. In my agency, you don't have to battle. I tell people all the time, you don't have to do it. I'm not gonna make you do something that you don't want to do. I don't make that a requirement. I do say though, if you want to come to me and say, Doc, people aren't coming into my room. I'm not getting any exposure. No one's chatting. No one's commenting. No, I'm not getting the numbers I expected I was going to get. I'm going to say you have to change your strategy. I'm going to say you're going to have to do things differently. I'm going to say you might want to integrate some things that you were saying you didn't want to do into your live stream. So I just put it out there. And then we do, in the agency, we do a battle night. We've been doing that on the third Saturday of the month. And then people will do different pop-ups. And then I can arrange a kind of a bigger battle if you want me to outside the agency. So I can arrange those too. So yeah, so there's opportunities and you can take advantage of any of those. Oh, how do I set up a poll on a page? I want to ask what medium what medium I should do for the next week. Jean, give me 1 second. Let me circle back to Dr. Fleeta's question. She asked about box battles. And I might have missed a couple other questions. So Dr. Fleeta, you asked about box battles. Box battles are when you have a guest panel up. There's actually a playbook feature where you can activate the box battle, where you can turn on more of a box battle feature where it has a timer and you can have the timer set for people to have the different rounds of the box battle. But essentially what's happening is that you're asking your viewers to more or less sign up with coming to your live and being in your boxes, and they're inviting their viewers or their friends to come to the live to support and help them stay in the box. Because with each round, it's like elimination. So you can eliminate people who don't have the most points by that round, and so you could decide how the rounds go and who gets eliminated. So there's different ways, different creative ways people are doing it, but that's what a box battle is. So it's a battle where you're like the host and you're moderating, and your guests are doing different rounds to see how many gifting points they can get. So you said surviving. So how exactly does a viewer support a creator doing a battle? Do they just like the post? They can likes can get them points, comments can get them points, and gifting can get them points. Points are the points on the screen, and then you have diamonds that the live host is collecting from those gifts that are being sent. As a live host, you receive diamonds from the gifting that happens. So people send 1 rose, that's 1 coin, you get 1 diamond. People send 5 roses, that's 1 coin each, you get 5 diamonds, 5 coins each. And so that's how it works. So coins in your accounts can allow you to send gifts. Gifting amounts that you send convert directly to diamonds. Okay? So whatever gifting people send you, you get that in diamonds. Then diamonds convert into rewards. You get a percentage based on the scale live rewards. You don't get all of it. You don't get 100% of that gift. You get a percentage. TikTok takes the difference. And it's based on what happened in your live stream. Did you go live 25 minutes or more? Did you have 5 new followers? Those are the per live percentage metrics that you're paying attention to. Lady Girl says, someone requests to be on your live and I don't know them and never met them. I should not accept them, right? I follow that rule. There are some people on this app that's like, hey, all are welcome. Let me meet different people. But I do follow that rule. If I don't know you, it's just like my real house. You just ain't walking into my house. I'm not letting anybody in the door. So, so I follow that rule, but there are several people like, hey, I'm here to meet people. Somebody requests me, I'm gonna accept. We're gonna talk, we're gonna chat, we're gonna battle. And so there are people who do that. Good morning, Chances. Appreciate you. Now, Jean, your question. Polls. Polls are located either before you go live, you can go under the interact box and create a poll there, or you can do it when you're live and you go over here to the three dots when you're live where the arrow is for you all is three dots for me. You click that at the top, it will say poll. And then you can make a customized poll while you're in the live. You can actually create it or you can do it before you go live. Let me know if you're familiar with that. Let me know if you need some more information about polls. Thank you all for the follows. I appreciate it. Thank you for taking time to answer all our questions. You're so welcome. Hey, Toya, welcome, welcome. Me too. Lots of good information. You guys are welcome. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support. Just as you said, can you show that tap where you don't fall off the porch? Can you show that tap? Tip where you don't fall off the porch. I don't know the tip where you don't fall off the porch. I don't know what you're talking about. There's a tip where you don't fall off the porch. I don't know what that tip is. I fell off the porch plenty of time. I don't know what that'd be. I don't know. Because if you swipe too hard, you're going to swipe off into someone else's live. I don't know. Joshua said, if you know, tell us. I know. I know, but I'm a viewer. If I'm swiping and I'm touching stuff and I'm tapping, tap right on out. You said hitting the search bar. What search bar? In the live? Let me know what you meant. You don't fall off the porch when you join from a DM. Ah, interesting. So somebody sends you a direct message to join. You click that, and when you're tapping or moving around, it won't make you fall off the porch. I'll try it. I never knew that. Okay. I never maybe recognized that the times I've done that, I didn't fall out of the live. I don't know. That's an interesting point. I'm always falling off the porch. Wish I knew the tip. Yeah, so I'm going to pin this. We're going to assume we're going to all try it. We're going to all try it and see what happens. Hitting the search bar. I do that all the time. I do it too. Oh, thank you. I love your laugh. Thank you, friend. Everybody, we all do it. I've heard that before. Really? Go live and stay live. If someone shared the live with you, you won't fall off. So we're going to try it. I've never paid attention. That's what you said. That's what you heard. Okay. Never heard that. Like, send it to yourself so you don't swipe into someone else's live. I guess. I mean, I've joined lives from clicking a live that was shared with me in my DMs. I've done that before. I probably do it more times than not. Like if somebody from the agency sent a live and I was like, oh, that person's live. Let me tap to come in. Have I not fallen out of their live? I don't know. Not gonna pay attention. I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna pay attention. Like, oh, I didn't fall off the porch. It works for me, and I assume that's why. Okay, I'm gonna try it. I've never paid attention to it. I don't fall off the porch all the time, but I have done it. I feel like I've been doing it a lot lately. like my equilibrium is off. I keep swiping myself out. I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah. So I'm gonna pay attention though. That's funny. I never thought about it. No, not if someone not if someone sends you. Send it to yourself. How am I sending it to myself? Sending somebody else's live to myself? Example, J. Chris sends this live to her own account and joins from the DM. So she in a live, she shared a live with herself, And then she come back in. Before she come back in, she lead a live, and then she go to her inbox, and then she tap to come into the live from there. You know what? Tarzan. I ain't even buying that. You already in the live. Why would you do all that? I'm gonna try it now. I'll be back. He said that's a lot. It was, I'm gonna drop you off after that. It will not drop you off exactly. That's a lot. So Tarzan, did you just do it for my live? Have you been in here? She's like, I ain't fell off. They were saying, I can't even remember who asked the question. Who asked the question? I can't even remember who asked me the question, but it was the question on the table is like, how do you not fall out of somebody's live? Like I fall off when I'm swiping or I'm tapping myself out or doing something. I'm always in the chat and I might be checking someone's comments and then I end up checking and I end up swiping out. So I know I'm doing something. It ain't just happening randomly. I did something and I fell out. And so they're saying, how do you stop it? And what was the tip to do it? And I was like, I don't know the tip. Stop swiping so hard, I guess. That's good to know. But someone said if you join from someone's DM, you can, that would not make you drop out of the live. So I'm not sure. So that's good to know for people like me. I follow all the time. Good morning, Misty. Not someone else's DM, your own DM. So you gotta join from your own DM. So you gotta be in a live, share the live with yourself. So start off in a live. Oh no, just fell again. Be in the live. While you're in the live, you're like, okay, I'm sharing the live. I'm gonna make sure I share it with myself. And when you share it with yourself and you fall off, so say you fell off the porch, you swiped out, you go back to your inbox and see where you shared it with yourself and join from that share. All right, friend, I'm going to try it. I mean, it sounds like a lot, but I'm going to try it. It gets embarrassing. I know. I fall out all the time. After the 10th time, I think Fritos do all those steps, do they? So they just share the live to themselves instead of to friends and join from their own invite. Gotcha. Okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to see if that works. So yeah, I got to share it with myself. Thank you all on the YT. I appreciate it. Thank you all who are joining the live. I appreciate you. Oh, gotta go. Okay, thank you so much, Frank. So monetization, we spent a lot of time on battles. Let me know if you guys have questions about that. Battles we talked about. We talked a little bit about shop. I do have my shopping cart on. Swiping things. Swiping tells the phone you want to see something else. Oh, it just helps when they close their room. Gotcha. It just helps when they close their room. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Scale Live rewards. I think I was going to go there. Keita had asked that question. I think she left by now. But she had asked the question about monetization. How do you know? I think she asked the question, how do you know how many diamonds you have? Hey Jenny, you said a bit ago, how do I get agency? How do you join my agency, or how do you get your own agency? Let me know what you meant. And if in terms of joining my agency, message me on this account. This account here has the agency. And then if you how to join an agency, how to create an agency. I'm sorry, join mine. Okay. This is the account for the agency, everybody. If you want to join the agency, this is the actual account I'm going to send you to. Okay? So this is the account I will send you to. So if you follow this account, everyone in the room can follow this account. Follow this account. I tried it, but I still fell out. Or maybe I purposely went out. Okay. Follow this account. And then if you go maybe about 6 videos in, there's an apply now button on those videos. The first 5 or 6 are Community Fest videos. So they don't have the link on there. But the middle ones, maybe the 3rd row or so, has videos, videos that have the apply now link. Click that and you can join the agency that way. Or you can go into the bio of this account, My stand store, the very first one, in very first tab is the agency tab. So you can apply that way. And then there's another tab that talks about the agency. Make sure that you're willing to go live at least 4 days out the week for 61 minutes. That makes it a valid go live day. And so you want to get in the habit of going live. We do meetings on Sundays. So we're doing our meeting tomorrow. Hey, Brandy, we're doing, I do one-on-ones with my creators. I'd say my newbies, make sure you've been live for about a week first and then schedule a one-on-one with me. That's kind of the rule. I want to make sure I got some data that I can review. So be sure to be going live for at least about a week. And then we have a school community, SKOOL, that has resources there for you and information as well. You said, but if the creator initialize their live, it won't drop you into someone random live. Gotcha. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. I haven't had a chance to look at the messages because I haven't been home, so I can't hear or see you. Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that, friend. I will check these messages later today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Misty. Thank you. It was interesting in becoming a member of the agency. Thank you, friend. Because you want to send it to your friends who's interested in joining. Gotcha. Yep. I just heard voice. Okay, gotcha. I hear you, Misty. I'll message you the information to share with them too. So I'll do that. I go live on the Other Biz page lately. I get so many restrictions. So I sell live claims. Let me say, you're getting restrictions for what now? For redirecting people? Hey, Songbird, welcome to the room. I miss hearing your voice. That's what I was trying to say. Gotcha. Okay. Can I send you a message? You can send me a message. Yes, that's totally fine. Message me. I would tell you to send the DM. I don't know if you see it. I think it's not there because of the shop cart being on. But if you click my photo once, my mini profile shows up. Click my photo again. It takes you to my profile and you can message me that way. Do TikTok grade our lives? I mean, no, not necessarily. I mean, you get some feedback. They're giving you analytics and stuff. So you're getting some feedback about your live stream. You are getting some feedback. Not necessarily grading it, but I think ultimately they will give you some insights on how to improve your live. They've been doing that a lot lately. You also, when you think about what league you're in and how your live is performing, that's kind of a measure, but I don't think it's necessarily a grade. So yeah, you said school. I do school, SKOOL. Yep, that's where the agency community is. How do I connect you? How do I connect to you? Connect to me, Songbird. What you mean, joining the agency? Or you mean by follow me? If you want to follow me, it says the word follow up here. Okay. And then if you want, it says join, you could join my fan club. And that's a way you could set a notification under the fan club, or you can click my information here. There's a bell in my mini profile. You can set a notification that way as well. You say yes, but I don't redirect anymore. Okay. Yeah, so it's about what you're saying. I think I would take the word income out my bio too. Just thinking about monetization stuff, that might be something that's triggering. Maybe not though. Can we lose points if we get a violation? Yes. Yeah. So it can impact your live standing. Yeah. If you go live 2 times in a day in increments of 61 minutes, does that, thank you, weight loss queen, appreciate your friend. Thank you for that. Does that still count as one day? One of those lives has to be 61 by itself. Yeah. Doesn't matter if you did 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. One of them needs to be 61 minutes or more. So, how are you doing all this Saturday afternoon? I didn't think of that. What you mean, going live? Let me know what you meant by that. They do kind of grade you in leagues. Yeah, so the leagues is kind of a, look at that. Thank you so much. The great question was a good question. Yeah, sunny side up. Thank you for the mix. The great question was a good question. Leagues is kind of that metric that you would look at and see how you're performing. That's a good point. The insights is what they're giving you. they don't really grade you. I think that's the only thing I'm trying to say. So your leagues is like a measure of your performance. Yeah. Sent message. May go into request. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. I'll take a look, friend. Never considered that. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support. Who is going live? We're going to get off shortly. We're almost at our 2 hour mark. Um, I do normally go live for about 2 hours. Depends on how the conversation's going. I'm going to come back at 4. Thank you, friend. Wait, let's queen. Yes, so I do a live. It's funny you sent me the meds because I'm hungry. That's why. That's why I'm going to get off a little early because I haven't eaten yet. so, so because of that, I do come back at 4, and I will continue to answer these questions about monetization. Like I said, we talked about shop a little bit. We talked about battles. I didn't get into like the nitty gritty of monetization, but I want to make sure you guys are getting some good information to kind of make decisions about how you want to tweak your live and grow your live stream. Can you speak on why someone gets shadow banned? Just wanting to know how to avoid it. You know, I don't know if I know a way to totally avoid it. I don't know, because it's happened to me. I felt like too, like it was suppressing views and stuff like that. So I don't know if there's an answer that I would say this is the definitive way to avoid it. But I will say sometimes it's because your videos or your content has some restrictions going on. So for example, from a content side, you can get in trouble for like your music being copyright infringement. You can get in trouble for like they mute content too. They'll go back and mute a video, and then you'll notice like your videos are not being pushed out and performing because something's been muted. You want to do an account check. That could be a reason why it's happening. If there's any, TikTok puts you like in a 2-week timeout too. Sometimes when you get those restrictions, you'll notice it takes a little while for you to kind of start getting some traction. And it's usually about a 2-week period. So I would say that's partially some of the stuff that's happening. It could be, again, depending on what you're doing with your content, if it's causing some issues, violations in your live stream, they pause on pushing you out because of that as well. So I'm going live Monday. You are, Gloria. Excited. Do some content, do a live event, post it about it. And so, Gloria, what's going to be your topic? And then Dr. Fleta, 6 p.m., you're doing a GLP talk. Anybody else going live? You want to put it in the chat, friends? Put it in the chat for us. Hold on one second. I think I missed some comments. GLP. You have a blessed afternoon. Thank you, Weight Loss Queen. I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. I'm just scrolling through. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. I'll see you later. Let's see. Our friend L, I'm going to pop up to talk about overthinking, going live 2:30 Eastern. That is L. She is going to be doing her overthinking live. So if you're somebody who has not gone live and you're struggling, maybe you're nervous, afraid, scared, shy, then L, stop in her live, you all, so that you guys can get some real good information about the go live process, to get some confidence, to reassure yourself that you can do this, because you can. Hey, Miss Tammy, welcome to the room, friend. Patrice, thank you so much, everybody. So get some reassurance, friend. Lady Gloria, really time out. Like, go stand in the corner. What happened? Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Hey, sis, how you doing, Miss Tammy? Not sure of topic yet. You don't know what the topic is yet? Are you going to do engagement? Let me know what you're doing. Oh, look at her. Thank you, Fred. The rhythm crowd. Thank you for that. How you doing, Dana? Thank you so much for coming in. Others coming in. Thank you so much for supporting. So we Divine Endatement level 19. Congratulations, friend. Shells, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all. Yes, I talk a lot about prayer and the importance of prayer and sharing testimonies. That's beautiful. Okay. Okay. So, and you're going to do your first live. Put it in the chat for me one more time. Thank you so much, friend. Put the topic in and the time and time zone so I could pin it so people could see that. I I think you said, did you say 9 p.m. or a.m.? Hello, man. Did I miss the topic? You did a little bit. So we talked about monetization. We spent a lot of time talking about battling. I think there was a lot of curiosity about the battle process and what to expect. I did not do a battle. I probably should have done a battle, but I'll save that for another day. But with that, get in the practice of doing random battles. Just do, I mean, we do have some strange cousins out there on these TikTok streets, but do a random battle, get a feel for it. Don't overthink it. Um, it's fine. You'll be fine. And you decide what that looks like. Hey, Nika Grace. Thank you so much, Miss Tammy. Appreciate you. You define what it looks like in terms of who you do it with, and just do one and done. Okay? Talk about battles a little bit. I know TikTok wants us to battle. They do. They do. They do. They see that as an opportunity for, obviously if it's a room where a lot of gifting is not happening, they see that as an opportunity for gifting to happen, and obviously TikTok gets a percentage of it, so it's a win-win. Do I battle with do I battles while doing our live stream? Yes. Yes. If you want to, you can create a night or a day that you are not doing your regular topic, and you say, hey, we're going to do a battle tonight. Come back. It'll be my first one, or it's something we're trying as a fun night. So, yeah. So you decide what it looks like. I mean, people do it different ways. A lot of people make it part of their live stream, like that's all they're doing. Yeah. Congratulations, Ann's Place. Level 10, friend. So, yeah, so it just depends on what's going on. Don't feel like you have to, um, make a decision to always do it that way forever and ever. You can always change it and tweak it. Thank you for the level 18 cake. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for that spark cake. Thank you for the daily heart me's, everybody. You guys are awesome. So I'm going to come back at 4. I'll come back at 4. I'm happy to talk some more about monetization. I'll talk a little bit more about diamonds because I didn't go there this particular live. But I'm going to talk a little bit more about diamonds, and then obviously the scale live rewards, because that determines your payout, the percentage you're going to get for every live you do. Each week you go live, you're getting a percentage as well. So you want to kind of know in advance how this works. And then if you're looking to earn more, if you're looking to grow, there's some strategies you want to try and see if you can build your community up so that they support in that way too. OMG, I have to be here at 4. Okay, all right. Set a timer. That's Eastern time zone. Yes, 4 p.m. Eastern, probably like 4:15ish, knowing me. I might try to come on early and be on time. I'm Eastern time zone. I'm in Florida. Yep. So 4-ish. That's when I'll come on. Do me a favor, if you want to register for the live, you could do that by going to my profile, or when I end this live, stay in the room. The screen's going to pop up. Do you want to register for the next live? And you could pre-register. So that way, hopefully you get a reminder. Okay? Thank you so much, everybody. Let me know if there's any last minute questions. I put on my notifications for your live. Thank you, Lady Gloria. Appreciate that. Hey, Soda. Let me know if you guys want me to talk about any of those products, because I was going to say I need to purchase myself another tapper. Because what I'm learning, I need to have tappers in different parts of my house. So when I get up from here, I got my tapper here, of course, which is fine. But I leave and I need a tapper at like my nightstand in my bedroom. Because I'll wake up and get on my phone and I see somebody, or at night when I'm about to go to bed and I see somebody go live, I don't have my tapper. And I was like, I ain't tapping in their room. Like, ugh. So, yeah. So, I got to get one for my bedroom. So, you said you have 5 tappers? Good morning. Yes, tappers are like scissors. I have to have them everywhere. I know. So, I got to get another one. I'm going to get another one today, too. So, just as you guys know what we're talking about, Janelle, welcome to the room. I see your Ellie friend. Hey, Soror. Let's see, friends. I'm gonna pin this. Let me know if you guys have any questions about this. Let me see. Let me pin. So let me know if there's any questions. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all joining. Thank you all for supporting the live stream. So if you guys look at this one, that's what this is. Okay. Hey, I haven't been able to catch you a while. That has you busy. All right, friend. Where are you located? It's early to do a live for me. No, I'm hey Arlene. I am in Florida, so it's just after 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Yep. I've been live. No, I think I got on live around 10:30. I didn't do right at 10 o'clock. But yeah, so I'm about to get off. I'm over 2 hours. But this is the tapper that I was referring to. So I need to get another one. So I'm gonna get it too once I get off the live. So I can have it on my bedside. Okay, it's 9 a.m. Okay, what are you, West Coast? Let me know if you're West Coast. Yeah, my West Coast friends, they are here early. They get in around, they get up and come on in around 7 or so. Los Angeles, yep, yep. So yeah, you say you're a West Coast girly too. I love it. My heart me was ashy. I saw, that's okay. No ashy heart me's. So yeah, so this particular product is really good for supporting with some of that engagement in your room. So liking your live and supporting that way. So let me know if there's any questions. It is on sale. It's free shipping right now as well. So I would tell you it's definitely a good purchase, you all. So you want to take advantage when you have that free shipping and you have it on discount for 58% off. All right. So take advantage of that. Get that. Don't turn it up any further than, I would say, 12. So it doesn't look like it's causing some problems with your live. I think that's what I would tell you. So be mindful of that. Yeah. Let me know if there's questions about it though. It is a great way. This is a rechargeable one too. So it's a great way to turn it on and off, and you just recharge it. I usually have mine on the charger at night over here. And then I do have the original one where you had to keep this with a cord, so it's not rechargeable. So I end up upgrading to the rechargeable one, and I love it. I got one. I should have gotten 5. You know what? Like I said, I'm gonna have to get another one for my nightstand in my bedroom, because I'm in there and I find myself looking at lives in the bed, and I don't have my tapper with me. So I'm like, okay. I had bought one downstairs for my kitchen. So when I'm in the kitchen and I'm downstairs after I get off a live, welcome, greetings from Jamaica. Hey, you were in Black Lotus room. Welcome, friend. Grand Rising, Simply SP. Welcome to the room. But yeah, so I find myself downstairs a lot, but then I realize, okay, I need one for the bedroom too. So I'm gonna get one for there, and then maybe I'll get one for the car also. I'm just saying. Just get one for the car as well. So just get them from every angle. But I definitely need them. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all supporting the live stream. If you have any final questions, let me know as well. I want to make sure I'm answering your questions. Also, I just purchased it because I was like, let me do it now because I'm going to forget to do it when I get off this live. So I just did it for my from my other account. So that's good. So all is well in the world. I got it. Thank you all for being here. Let me know if there's any last minute questions. I appreciate you all coming in. Car, desk, kitchen, purse, and a couple extras. Exactly. Exactly. If you in these TikTok streets, you understand. You understand what you need. So definitely want to support you all. Let me know if there's questions. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you all for the gifting. I'm going to get off in just a few minutes so I can get me some lunch. And I will be back. I will be back at 4 o'clock. So feel free to come back as well. I do this live two times a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to empty out my shopping cart so I don't forget that I have products in it. So if you are here, let me know if there's any questions before I empty the cart out. Thank you all for joining my live. Claim your points as well. Claim your points so you can get leveled up in the room if you haven't gotten your points. I'm going to finish my talk about monetization when I come back. And then I'm also going to talk about ways to earn from in the live, but also thinking about ways you want to set up your room so you have more engagement as well. Okay. So we talked about the fan club quite a bit. So we're going to talk about that some more. In the meantime, I tell you guys all the time, thank you all. Thank you, friend. You leveled up too. Look at you, leveled up to level 13, Janelle. Thank you for that, friend. You said I'm buying for my cousins. I love that. Appreciate you all. I'm D4. What does that mean? Oh, that's your league. That's your league, Arlene. Arlene, come back. If you can come back at 4, I'll break down leagues. I did that in my 4 o'clock yesterday because somebody asked, pretty much like around this time when I was about to get off. It's a longer conversation and I want to show you what I'm talking about. But your league is how you are performing as a live host. So D4 is good. D4 is good. It's showing that you are building community and you are growing as a live host. I'm assuming you're a newer live host. Let me know if you're new or how long have you been going live. I do 2 lives. You did 2 lives. Okay, so you're new. And you said you're C1. Okay, you're growing as well. I love that. And so that's really good. You want to grow. You want to continue to go live. And so you have some people coming your live and support your live stream. Okay, so that's really good. So keep it up, Fran. Keep it up, okay? Those who are coming in, I'm going to try and catch you later. I started going live live last month, twice a week. Oh, that's good. That's a good start. I'm going on again today. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. My agency page, I just put in here and said hello. Let me pin it. This is the page. If you guys want to join the agency, this is the free agency, free creator network agency. So that's how you become part of my agency community if you're a live host. So as you're starting to go live, you may want to consider agency. I went live on this account yesterday when I showed the Scale Live rewards, and a couple people came and gifted. It got me up to D4. And so I got a shield from that. I'll talk about that as well. So if I don't go live today, I might lose my shield. So I may go live on the agency page too, like I did yesterday, maybe in the live or do a separate live. We are looking to bring new people in. We just celebrated 1 year last week. We got some folks that are going to fall off because their contracts are going to expire. We're looking to grow. So you guys are definitely welcome to join the agency if you are already going live. I'm going to try. I'll catch you later. Thank you so much, friend. Making new friends. Absolutely, friends. So keep me posted if you guys have any questions about the agency. I will talk about that some more in my 4 o'clock. If you want to message me in the meantime, you can message me and I'll send you the requirements for the agency. The contract for the agency is 1 year. Although TikTok wants it to be 3 years. I don't make it 3 years. We'll see if it changes in the future. I think that's probably something I may have to kind of reconsider. But I do 1 year now. Last year we did 1 year because we didn't know what was going to happen to TikTok. You know, the new TikTok was still being yet to be determined. And so now we have a definitive answer. You know, TikTok says it should be 3 years. So I just select the 1 year option. But I think it's a good way to make sure that you're getting used to going live, you're becoming more comfortable, you're getting the information you need to grow, and then you can decide if you want to continue. Okay? And then I'm also evaluating creators that don't go live. I'm able to remove them from the agency at this point too. Let me know if there's questions about that. Appreciate everybody. Let me get me something to eat. I feel like my blood sugar's low. But thank you all for being here. Thank you all for the likes, the comments, the shares. Thank you all for the stickers and all the gifting. I appreciate all the support. I tell you guys all the time, practice makes progress. You don't have to be thinking about being perfect at all at this. This is not something you have to overthink. Matter of fact, go to L's live today at 2:30 if you are an overthinker. Because that way you can kind of get people who are helping you think differently. And I want you guys to elevate and grow. And that requires you to do something different, do something out your comfort zone. And you can build by being here. All right. So thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate everybody here. See you later. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody.